If you guys want to know the 5 things that I think got me to 1.1 million in the first year with my junk removal business, keep watching. I'm giving away a $10,000 dump trailer and many more things. I am hosting a live virtual event again. If you missed the first one, we had 700 people live. It was incredible. We are finally going to be launching to the public October 26th. Louis Vandervolk of Blue Crocus Solutions is giving away another $5,000 website. Matt Fitch of Junk Blitz Pro is giving away a $5,000 website. I'm giving away a $10,000 dump trailer and many more things. Click the link in the video description to register for the live virtual event. As a side note, if you guys are interested in beta testing, check the video description down below. Beta testing will be going live this summer. I hope to see you at my live virtual event for the public launch of Autopilot. My course, 20 hours of content. You get complete access to me. You can book me whenever you want. You could call me whenever you want. You can text with me personally. If you guys want to join my private community, all of my resources in there. I have my pricing sheet, I have check-in, check-out sheets, my daily profit and loss, employee handbook, job interview questions, company recordings of 27 other companies and their sales pitch. I also have 100 call recordings of my call agents with real live calls of actual customers, my phone sales script, gig worker template, job ad that I post to get employees, and my Craigslist post to advertise my business. junklaunchbyjedi.com. Tons of awesome stuff in there, guys. So if you guys want to take your junk removal business to the next level, the link is in the video description down below. This is going to be a different type of video, guys. Let me know if you like this kind of video where it's more meta. I'm not gonna go woo-woo, but if you like stuff like this, I'm trying to put out as much content as I possibly can to help you guys, and the comments really help, so please comment down below right now before the video starts. If you don't have a question, just comment junk removal motivation. I have put out countless videos on how I built my business to do 1.1 million in gross sales the first year. I'm actually gonna be coming out with a really awesome video of a breakdown of the technicals of what I truly think separated me and how I did it and what I would do if I started over. And I even did a video on what I'd do if I started over. I got so many videos on the technical stuff, but I thought I'd do something different. This is a little bit outside of my norm. I don't talk about woo-woo or motivation. By the time I was 18, I had made my first million. By the age of 19, I was at 2.5 million. I have a lot of experience, guys, building businesses, failing businesses. I mean, I've at least 30 different startups since the age of 17. I figured I would do my version of the 5 things I've learned in life, of what separates me from the rest. And honestly, guys, I have to say this, if I didn't fuck up when I was younger, I'd be worth hundreds of millions. And I think it was a plan the universe, God, had for me to give me a slap in the face of humble pie, because I had it all. I have not told my story because I'm trying to give value to you guys, and building this YouTube content, the last thing that you guys care about right now is my story of how I made millions. But maybe you guys, now that we've had a relationship for quite a long time, maybe you guys do care. Maybe you do want to know now. If you guys want to hear my story, type millions in the comment below. If you want more motivation, type in junk removal motivation. Help me with the YouTube algorithm, guys. But this is what I've learned, and it's probably going to be regurgitated garbage that you've seen from all the woo-woo people and business people and Alex Hormozzi's and TikTok and Gary Vee. I'm going to just kind of go through the 5 things I've learned. The first topic is going to be mindset. I don't have much to say about this, but what I want to talk about is a few people that I listen to that have very powerful mindsets. I listen to people like Alex Hormozzi, David Goggins, Tom Bilyeu, Gary Vaynerchuk, and Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins is my ultimate guru mentor. Started with him when I was 18. I went to Tony Robbins' Walk on Fire, Unleash the Power Within event when I was 20, 21, walked on fire, and I did that thing 2 more times. I went again when I was 25, and I've been to his thing 3 times. I've been into self-help my entire life. I think mindset is something you're born with. If you are naturally inclined to not be motivated to be successful, you might have a hard time doing this. There are times you need to be realistic. I understand. Alex Hormozzi said was, I'm paraphrasing, I don't remember it verbatim, but it's something like, there's 3 things that make up a successful entrepreneur. And you could probably argue that all 3 of these lives in everybody, but bear with me here. 1 is ego. They have a sense of ego that they are meant to be successful and they will be successful. We have this we're going to make it. We have an overbearing ego, and I do. You know, I don't have an ego that I'm better than people, but I just have this feeling, I know I'm gonna be successful one way or another. The second one is crippling insecurity. And I know we all have insecurity, but you have this constant battle. Is my product good enough? Fuck, it's not good enough. Am I good enough? Fuck, I'm not good enough. You struggle with this. All of us entrepreneurs struggle with this, right? And probably all artists. And just, this is something we probably all fight with. But when he said the third one, this is the most important one, impulse control. I think Alex Hormozi says this, Tom Bilyeu says the same thing, I believe, is the ability for delayed gratification. That is the hardest thing for most people because you want to live in the nice place. You want the nice things. You want the materialism. I was that way 100%. Like, I had the Bentleys and the Lambos and the mansion. I had it all. We're talking a decade ago, right? My identity was tied to those things. But when I heard those three things, it's like, oh my God, that makes so much sense. If you have those three things and you could master impulse control, there is nothing stopping you from succeeding. I'm gonna run a clip that I resonate with so hard.
The way that I got rich, motherfuckers, was by being bored out of my mind day after day after day. Do you know how many times I had to clean out this fucking gigantic mixer by hand with this tiny little scraper, and we used to have to rotate based on who was sweating so fucking much? And if you think I did that for money, you're out of your goddamn mind. I had a mission. I was fucking obsessed. No one here is gonna get obsessed by money. I will tell you that right now. You'll try to fucking hype yourself up, but that is not the way the human animal works. The way the human animal works is it's not about just getting what you want, it's about how the fuck you got it. We want to push ourselves and do hard shit and grow. That, in and of itself, is one of the most deeply fulfilling things you can ever fucking do.
I like stuff like this. I like Gary Vee because he doesn't care what people think. I see a lot of people in comments on the Tom Bilyeu video like, why does he have to cuss so much? If expressing how aggressive you feel about something requires the word fuck and you're gonna be offended by that, go fuck yourself. When I saw that during COVID, that video pushed me so hard. It made me realize, like, my entire life, my mindset has been, I do enjoy coding. I enjoy programming. I enjoy building products and engineering products, software. Before apps, it was only websites. However, it was monotonous and boring. And the goal at the end of the day was to build something people loved. When I built the first ever MySpace profile editor, that was what made me my first $2.5 million, you know, so that people can drag and drop sliders. And it was boring, but it was also fun because I enjoyed MySpace and stuff, but I was coding day and night for months and months because I wanted to build the best MySpace profile site. Yes, I knew there was going to be money in it, but I was driven by the fact that I was going to build something people liked. Now, with the trash business, I remember I was like, I was forcing myself to be okay. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I was part embarrassed. I don't mean this in a disrespectful, I don't want you guys to think about it like this, but I was a different person 5 years ago. I went through an identity shift. I always thought I was the tech nerd, build $1 billion software, build $1 billion app someday, that's gonna be me. It was that clip that inspired me to push through junk removal because my mindset then was, I'm gonna build an empire with this. You know, I'll eventually get back to software. I'm gonna go back to my travel app, Gypsy, that was the goal. But I can turn this into an empire. I can get multiple trucks. I knew it was scalable. So I pushed myself to be dealing with picking up trash, and it was crazy to think now, I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks. And that's another part of mindset, guys, is starting this YouTube journey. It was very hard. I was so like, do I look fat in the face? What about my acne scars? What about my black circles? I don't care. I'm here to help people. And then I know someday it's gonna pay off for me. This is a give-take relationship. I'm giving more than I'm taking right now, but give. Junk removal really humbled me and really opened up my eyes to the home services world and how difficult it is to run a home service services business. This is no easy thing. Tech is tough. It's a different type of tough. You know, if you grew up on computers and doing software and programming, it's mentally straining because you're constantly just like trying to solve problems in a different way. But business, you're physically strained and you're mentally strained trying to do marketing and wear all these hats in this business. But what I'm trying to say is you're doing something over and over, but there's an overall mission that you're trying to get, and your mission might be 10 trucks. Your mission might be something simpler. Your mission might be, this might be a means to an end. Your mission might be different, but that is how my mind functions. It's what motivates me. I've watched self-help for many years. I don't watch as much self-help anymore because I'm self-helped out. There becomes a point in time where consumption needs to go to the side, creation needs to come in. Whether it's creating business, creating family, creating life, but we're here for business. So that's what we're talking about. My mindset has always been driven by building something. I've always wanted to build something big. Software and tech's what I love, but I loved building the junk removal business. I wanted to continue to grow it, but we know why. If you don't know why, here's a video of why I quit junk removal. But at the end of the day, it was hard to scale because I didn't have good credit. Anyways, mindset is number one, guys. You need to get your mindset right. If you need self-help, you need some Alex Hormozi, some David Goggins, some Tom Bilyeu, some Gary, some Tony. Listen to them, digest them, but there needs to come a point in time where you stop digesting and stop consuming and you start creating. I thank God every day that I was born with the drive that I have, but you know, we all have faults, and I have a lot of faults that hold me back, and we'll talk about that in another video if you want to hear that. Anyways, guys, let's go into number 2 of building an empire. You know, this whole video is the 5 things I've learned on how to build and grow, and I want to make sure that you guys understand these things are on my theories and philosophy on building a big business, building something that you're proud of. Everything can be done differently. They can make it work their way. I'm telling you what I believe, which leads us into number 2, sacrifice. Nothing great comes from something easy, from doing something easy. If you look at people with 6-packs, they had to work hard to get a 6-pack. If you want something, it requires hard work. There is nothing in life that is easy that is respected. Meaning, if it was easy to get a 6-pack, would it be respected? All things desired in life that are looked upon as great, you can probably usually track it back to hard work. They've earned respect, and it takes hard work, and that is the only way to it. It's hard work and sacrifice. There is no shortcut. The ultimate goal has to be so powerful that you're willing to sacrifice. And I'm gonna tell you mine now. I used to be very into health. I used to run a fitness app. My ex-business partner, he's still ripped. He's still killing it out there. He goes to the gym every day. I'm about to, I promise. You guys are gonna see that in my other channel. But some people prioritize certain things where they're willing to sacrifice because it's that important. I'm gonna be blunt here. Building an empire is so important to me that I'm willing to sacrifice health and family time. You could argue you could do both. Going to the gym and being healthy will help you in the business world. Look at the Forbes list of billionaires. They were all unhealthy, fat motherfuckers, okay? The point is, guys, is I sacrificed health and family time. Now, I'm not saying you have to do that, but I do want to say this. If you're trying to build something amazing, there is going to be some sort of sacrifice. Generally speaking, it's always going to be time. Can you build a sustainable business and balance it with family? Sure, you can probably get to $250,000, $500,000. At the end of the day, you need to figure out what's more important to you. And I've always valued and put so much importance on building an empire. I don't know why. I don't have that answer yet. We don't need to go into like therapy with Andrew right now, but I will say this. Nobody will ever go before my kids and my lady, but the point is I'm willing to sacrifice the amount of time that I spend with them, the vacations and the trips. And it's getting to a point where my daughter's about to turn 10 and I need to hurry up and build a $100 million company so I can start taking vacations, right? And I think I'm almost there, but I have sacrificed a lot of lost time. It's kind of sad. I think about that sometimes, and I still have not built a $100 million company. Although I'm 36, turning 37, I think I'm very close. It goes without saying, you can build a sustainable business, but it's highly unlikely you can build an empire if you're not willing to put your family to the side. I just got to get that out there. I like to be blunt about that. And this is something I've just learned over the years. I mean, many businesses that I've built have taken dramatic amounts of time and sacrifice. And then you do reap the rewards. You make the money, you kind of make up for it in some ways. You know, you then go on those vacations. You then have that fun. You then shower everybody with gifts. I'm trying to get that 100 million minimum to $1 billion so I can start taking care of everybody around me. That is the new goal, which leads us into number 3, and that is putting in the work. In junk removal, it's gonna be groundwork. It's gonna be putting in the actual work, the hardest part, the part that most people don't wanna do. They just wanna click a button and Google ads run. And that if you're in Los Angeles or a high population area and you know what you're doing, that theoretically could work. It worked for me because I knew what I was doing. It could work for you too. But you want to do what like Matt and JoJo did, or Ricardo from Junk Guys did. You need to do the groundwork. You need to go network with and go sell yourself to multiple real estate offices, multiple apartment complexes. You need to build a YouTube channel with your business name and upload hundreds of videos. You need to do 100 pages and do SEO on your website. It's not just the trash removal, guys. You have to put in the work, and the work is hard. You know, like that Tom Bilyeu clip that's the shit that's gonna get monotonous, it's gonna get boring, it's gonna get tough. A lot of people think they can just do something simple, turn on some Craigslist ad, turn on some Google ads, go do the job, the 2 jobs you have for the day, and you're done. No. That's where it ends. Guys, when I first started this business, I built a 100-page website. It took me weeks. I was running my own Google ads. I was running Thumbtack ads. I was all over the place doing 100 things all day, every day, on top of junk removal. If your schedule's not packed all day, every day, you should be doing something. Like if you don't have 100 pages, start building pages dedicated to cities and services that you do. Go look at my site. I got about 110 pages. Go get an example, and you can add more. I talk about it in this video here. But guys, you should be shooting and uploading to YouTube. By year 3, I want you guys to have a minimum of 500 videos on your YouTube channel for your, like let's say it's Jedi junk removal, that would be my YouTube channel. 500 videos like Ricardo does, trampoline removal, satellite removal, and you put your city, hoarder clean out. You just keep uploading every single job to YouTube. You will benefit from YouTube SEO because they are embedded into Google results sometimes, and then people just on YouTube will see your videos as well. Go to 15 buildings a day. Go put out 100 yard signs a week. You need to be living and breathing your business. You should not for 12 hours of the day be doing nothing. If you're sitting there waiting for the advertising agency to bring you jobs, you're not going to win. Do something. Prove to yourself that you really want to build an empire. That's number 3, the work. Number 4, this is a big one, learning. I know a lot of people who are willing to learn, they're willing to be open-minded and try to figure out how to do stuff. I also have talked to a lot of people where they're like, they just say, I'm bad at computers, I can't do it. And that frustrates me beyond belief because all of these no-code tools, no code is stuff like Wix and Squarespace where you click buttons, you don't have to do any coding, and poof, a website shows up. If you think you're going to build an empire and you aren't going to learn how to do something, running your own Google ads, you're not going to build an empire. Every entrepreneur I know that has made it, and Alex Hormozi is a great example because he talks about how he learned at the gym business. He knew everything in the gym business about being a trainer, but then he went to go learn the operations of a gym business, but he took it a next level. He hired somebody to teach him how to run Facebook ads himself, and that's where it starts. We're talking about some buff bodybuilder who learned how to use computers and run his own Facebook ads. If you're not willing to learn and you're just gonna outsource everything, which is fine. When you get to CEO level and you start making money, that's what you do, you delegate. But we're talking about in the beginning. If you're not willing to wear multiple hats and learn shit, you're not gonna win. You need to educate yourself. Take a 5-hour Google Ads course that I put out for free. Go get a Udemy course, a class, it's $20 a month, and there's tons of stuff on Udemy on running businesses. But I mean, just use my channel. I'm just kidding, but learn to track your numbers. Number one, that's the dumbest shit ever, is people who don't track their numbers. I don't understand why you wouldn't track your numbers. That's the easiest thing to learn, is first learn basic accounting with QuickBooks. It takes 5 minutes a day to do your bookkeeping, and then learn how to use my daily P&L, or make your own daily P&L. Track your numbers. The people who succeed, Jeff Bezos's and the Alex Hermosis and the people that I see, they all have a common theme, is they were willing to do anything and everything and learn everything and do everything themselves and figure it all out until it gets to the point where you can delegate. Like I said, guys, I'm just talking about in the beginning, when you start making money and you have money, you can hire the talent to help you. That's the whole way you become successful, is hiring people and using their time, and also delegating to other people so that they use their time and it frees up your time and you do other things. As you start learning more about business structure and taxes and, optimizing your business. And there's just all kinds of other things you start to learn as you go up the ladder in your business. That's number 4, learning. I hope you guys are getting value from this. I know this is a different style video that I usually do, but I thought I'd talk about, like I said in the beginning of this video, what I think makes me successful, or made me successful, or is going to make me more successful. We're getting to the last one, guys, the 5th one. I didn't know what to call this topic besides like scaling, or having balls to scaling. And this is kind of like, delegation, scaling, but having the cojones, the balls to take that next step. I'll make a couple examples. I talk to a lot of people who are scared to give the keys to their truck to have somebody drive the truck and trailer because they're gonna ruin their truck. They're scared to take that leap and hire that employee, maybe because they're not running their numbers or running their daily P&L, so they don't know how much money they're truly making. It makes that decision that much harder to make because you don't know how your company's doing. You're like, oh, I know I did 30,000 gross, but I don't know how much fucking money I made. There is a point in entrepreneurship where you have to take a risk. And I am a very, very big risk taker. I've always been. I've just been born that way. I'm willing to lose everything. However, the older I get, the more careful I make my decisions now. But in entrepreneurship, guys, in building a business and scaling, you have to start making hard decisions, and hard decisions get easier the more practice you get. You learn to deal with loss and failure and just get right back at it and try again. It's hiring that employee. It's finally deciding to do Google ads. It's increasing your budget. Make sure these decisions you make are based on data. In order to make these decisions, take these leaps, even with data, and there's risk, you have to have the balls to do that, to open up that second location. There is not ever going to be a time where things are perfect. Even if money is good, something's probably gonna come up like, oh, how am I gonna do this other location? I'm gonna lose time with my family. That's the nature of the game. So I end it with this, guys. If your mind is right, you're putting in the work, which most likely means you have sacrificed something, and you are learning everything you need to learn, I can almost certainly guarantee you are going to see results. To take these results to the next level and launch this next location, you gotta be willing to take that leap of faith, guys. Those are the 5 things that I feel really, truly will take you guys to the next level, have really helped me. And I think those are the 5 things just in business in general that you have to be aware of, is mindset, sacrifice, the work, education, and risk, right? Taking that leap. So I hope you guys got value from this video. If you like stuff like this, please comment down below. And as always, I leave you with this: success is often covered in dirt, but so is gold at one point. Toodles. Whoosh. I want to do something special for you guys. I'm really excited to be working with Levi, and I think this is gonna be an awesome experience for you guys. And you guys can watch it on Levi's channel here. Please go subscribe to him and follow the Jedi Junk Removal SEO Build in Public series. I'm proud to announce that we have gone public for crowdfunding. So you're actually going to be buying shares in Autopilot. You can invest as low as $500. You will also get 12 months free, which will more than pay for the $500 investment you make. So if you guys are interested, I will definitely make sure all of the links are in the video description. I will pin a comment, and if you have any questions, please ask.